Hi everyone. Today let's look at the LeetCode problem 53, maximum subarray. Given an integer array nums, find the subarray with the largest sum and return its sum. Now, just to give a background, a subarray is a contiguous non-empty sequence of elements within an array. So you can basically it has to be contiguous. So -2 by itself is also a subarray. -2, 1, -3 is a subarray. 1, -3, 4 is a subarray, and so on. Now, if you see this, solving this problem in a brute force way is very complicated, because what happens is you will have to first see this entire sum, then maybe you will have to take out this and see this sum. Then at the same time you will have to see by taking out 4. So it will be like you can do using an L and an R pointer, but as you can see, it will be a very it will have a very high time complexity. So let's see, there is a mechanism called as Kadane algorithm, which we can apply to determine the maximum sum for the subarray, and this algorithm is of order of n. Now let's dive a little bit deeper here. So now if you can see, let's take this example. Okay, this refers to the indexes. Now let me give you a background idea of how to solve this problem. Okay, and I will also give you how this works. Now let's start with -2. So at this point, if I take this subarray, this element alone as a subarray, then the best sum that I can have is -2. Okay, so at this point, for this element alone, the maximum sum that we can have is also -2. Now let's come to the next point. Now, what are my options? I can have a subarray like this, which includes -2 and 1, or I could also have a subarray like this, which will give me a better sum. So if you see here, -2 plus 1 would give me -1. Okay, so let me put it here. Okay, and the other one would be, if I start my subarray from here, so that will be 1. So at this point, if I start my subarray here, I will get a better sum. So we can take that as our best sum for this index. Now we will also check what is the maximum sum so far. So here this will be 1, because -2 and 1, of course this will be 1. Now let's come to the next element. If we want to include this element also, what is the best maximum subarray? It could be a max of 1 plus -3, that is -2 comma -3. So that means we'll take -2, that is including this one. Okay, now still the maximum sum that we can so far got is using this subarray alone. Okay, this subarray alone. Okay, now next comes 4. So again, let's do this way. So 4 plus -2, that is 2, and if we start at 4, that means 2 comma 4. These are my options, so we'll go with 4. So we'll start a subarray here rather than including other elements here. So that means, and at this point the maximum subarray is 4, so that is a subarray starting from 4. Okay, now next what happened, because if you see that way, since it's contiguous, there is no point in now looking at these elements. This will be the best that we can start with. Now again we'll come to -1. So this will be 4 plus -1, that is 3 comma -1. So we will take 3. Still our maximum subarray was a case where we only had this element. So what we are looking at this point is what happens if our array, we are at this point in the array, and what would be our best sum and maximum sum. Now let's come to this element. So 3 plus 2, 5. Okay, I think this is clear. So it could be either be 2 comma 5. So we'll just take the sum, that's a positive, so we'll just go with it. So the maximum sum now becomes 5. Now similarly 1, so that is 5 plus 1 comma 1. So we will take 6 because 5 plus 1 is 6, so that will be greater. Maximum sum is also now 6. So now if you see, so far this subarray seems to be the best subarray that we have. Okay, now the next part is, now we have a minus 5, so we can take 6 minus 5, that is 1 comma minus 5. So we will take 1, and still the maximum subarray was 6, sum was 6. Now we'll add a 4, so this will be 5, and this will be maximum subarray will be 6. So 6 will be our answer, which is actually this subarray, which is this much. Okay, all right, now let's code this up. Another important thing, if all the numbers are positive, you will always get there's a sum of the entire array will give you the maximum subarray. Okay, now sorry, now let's do the code for this. So we will have one variable to keep track of the best sum, okay, and one variable to keep track of the maximum sum. So best sum, we'll just start with nums of 0, and maximum sum also we'll start with nums of 0. Now for auto I is equal to 1. So if you understand this concept, the code is very simple. I less than nums dot size plus I. What we'll do is best sum is equal to max of best sum plus nums of I, okay, that's the current number, and nums of I, okay, and okay, and max sum is equal to max of max sum comma best sum. Return maximum. Yeah. Okay, this looks good. And if you see, this will be having a time complexity, because we are only iterating through the array once, so it will be order of n, and its space complexity will be order of 1. I hope everything is clear. Thank you. Have a good one.